Hey everyone, it's Len. This week we'll talk about passing, which I'm very familiar with since I'm not on T, and I know I'm trans for about 3 years, so I've learned a lot about passing. As Zeki said in his video, binders are a big part of passing, but since some of you may not have the money or not out as me, it's a bit hard to find binders. I have 2 binders. This is one of them. It's 977 or 997, I'm not sure, from Underworks. The reason I'm not wearing it, so that I can show you how to bind without a binder. For a long time I didn't have a binder. I got it about a year and a half ago, about a year and a half ago, and before it, and even sometime after it, I didn't want to use it, or when I didn't have it, I had to bind with other things. The first method I'm going to show you, it's open shirt binder. It's for men, trans men, with smaller breasts. I use it because I don't have a lot up there, so I can wear button shirts open. Let me show you. I'll just move the camera. I know it looks a bit odd, but let me show you with shirt. As you can see, I'm quite flat in the middle and in the sides. It's better to tape the shirt under here, like this, over there, and then the shirt won't move. It's not as good in person as it is for pictures. What I did is I took some tape, this kind of tape, regular, and just wrapped my chest with it. Usually I'll use duct tape or some strong kind of tape, but I didn't have any. Another method is using elastic bandage to cover your chest really tight. It's not a good method, and like using tape, it can really harm you. Tape, you can harm your nipples. It can be really painful. If you do want to use it, I suggest putting a little piece of fabric on your nipples to prevent pain and sores. When using elastic bandage, it's really important that you can breathe while you put them. You should, if you can, ask someone to help you with it, because it might be not as supportive to do it by yourself. If you do it by yourself, I suggest using a bit of tape to tape the bandage to your body, to your chest, and then wrap it quite hard. Both these methods are not as good as binding, and both these methods are better for men with smaller boobs. Binder is the best method that I know of, except for top surgery, but it's quite expensive. So if you're not sure if you want to do this, or if you don't have money, or if you live in a place that don't deliver it, you should search for other methods. And if you do use other methods, do them in the healthiest way you can. Try not to harm your body. Yeah. Another thing is, when I just started transitioning, some people told me I have to not sing, not move my lips when I'm listening to music, because it might turn me in. They told me not to speak with my hands. I've been told to lower my voice so that I'll be manlier. I've been told not to lean on one leg, not to walk a certain way. But, like Zaki said, there's many types of men out there. So if you feel like moving your lips when you're listening to a song, you can go ahead and do it, because I know men who do that. You shouldn't put yourself in a box just because you're trans. You have to do this or that, so you can pass. But I do suggest wearing manlier clothes. Like, if you live in a surrounding where men wear button-up shirts and ties, you should wear button-up shirts and ties. Where I live, it's not that common to see people like that. They usually wear low pants and their boxers out and a t-shirt, and that's what I usually wear when I'm out. I wear baggy clothes because this is what's acceptable in my place, in my town. You should try not to stand out, because if you stand out, there is a bigger chance that people will notice that you're not regular. And I'm not saying that being regular is good, but in this case, if you have problem passing, you should try to be below the surface as you can, to stay below the surface as you can. Some tips about binding with the binder is, when you put it on, you should try and push it down as much as you can. That way it flattens better. Yeah, I think that's it. Another thing is, when you talk, don't lower your voice on purpose. Don't talk like this, because people can hear it's unnatural. Try to talk from here, from your chest and not from your head. It'll be manlier, but don't lower your voice because it does sound ridiculous. So I know this video got really long, but I had to add something about public restrooms. If you're feeling good this day and you feel like you're passing enough to go to the male restrooms, you should go straight to the stall, make no eye contact, and then when you finish what you're doing,
Go wash your hands and get out. No one will stare at you. You shouldn't feel like you're doing something wrong because you're not. You're a man and you're using the men's restrooms. If you feel like someone is staring, they're probably not, because everybody wants the same thing when they go to the bathroom. They want to do their business, wash their hands, and get out. And you should probably do the same. Do not stare, do not giggle, do not make eye contact. That's it, I think. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be here next Thursday. And have a great week.